Story time, the title is Purpose Over Pain. 7 years ago, I decided to say no in teaching industry. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, gusto kong maging magaling na marketer. Kaya pinili kong huwag na magturo. Na-realize ko noon, ano ba yung ituturo ko sa kanila? Maging magaling na marketer? Or paano maglagay ng eyelash extension sa kanilang mga sarili? And yun kasi yung naging bread and butter ko na nung ako'y college. Magbenta, may extra sa salon as hairdresser and eyelash artist. That moment, I felt like I had nothing to offer them. Though, graduate ako ng education. But, mas pinili ko na i-follow yung dream ko to enter the world of business and become a businesswoman. Now, kasama ng aking mga partners, nag-start kami ng isang burger business. Tinawag namin itong Kiking's Burger, inspired by my late friend, Kiking. Isa siya sa mga taong naging malaking bahagi ng buhay namin. And we wanted to honor his memory through this business. Eventually, naka-establish kami ng 5 branches. Sobrang proud kami sa naipundar namin na negosyo. Pero 3 years ago, dumating ang isang hindi ko malilimutang pangyayari sa buhay ko. Yes, bumagsak ang negosyo namin. The business we built with so much hope and effort, we had to declare it bankrupt. Yes, nalugi kami at nagsunod-sunod ang mga problema sa negosyo. And to be honest, that moment really broke me. It hit me hard, and isa ito sa pinakamakabuluhang, hindi naman sa isa ito sa malaking impact na nagbago ng direksyon ng buhay ko. Medyo gasgas na yung kwento kong ito kasi I often share it with my colleagues and churchmates. Pero kahit ilang ulit ko na itong naikikwento, it still hits me. Kasi this story really brought me to the lowest point of my life. Sunod-sunod ang nangyari, natapos ang ilang relasyon at business partners, nagkaroon ako ng emotional breakdown, nagkaroon ng mga hindi pagkakaunawaan sa ilang kaibigan. And yes, I even visited psychiatrists just to take care of my mental health. Yes, I did. Pumunta ako sa psychiatrist, and to be honest, that's something I don't usually share with other people. Kasi, parang nakakahiya. But then, I realized, ano ba yung silbi ng pagtatago ng kwentong ito? Kung sa pamamagitan ito, ay makakatulong din pala sa ibang tao. This story may be painful, but just maybe someone out there needs to hear it. Someone who feels like giving up, someone who also failed, someone who also feels broken. I even had a health breakdown, yes. And one time, my husband had to bring me to the emergency room. And it was midnight when we was riding on a motorcycle with our son, crossing dark roads. Though I was conscious, I was holding my breath. Habol hiniga talaga ang mga auntie. And I even messaged some relatives to take care of my children na. Because I really thought that time was the end of my life. But the last that I had was my degree. The one I neglected 7 years ago. But God always has a way. One day, a college friend reached out to me and said, "Tara maglet tayo." At first, I doubted myself. Makakapasa pa ba ako? Wala na akong matandaan. I even believed na baka naapektuhan na ng memory ko ang anesthesia during my 2 C-section deliveries. But God is not selfish in giving wisdom and knowledge. So I tried, I prayed, I trusted. At alam mo ba, during the let review, I had a dream. I don't know if you will believe me or not. And I'm not here to force you to believe me. But this is real. This is one of the miracles that happened in my life. A song was playing in that dream. I still remember the words, the lyrics. Pagkat ang Diyos natin, Diyos ng pag-ibig, magmahalan tayo't magtulungan. Pagkagising ko, I look up to the song on YouTube. In the very first comment that popped up, give me a goosebump. Hindi ko alam kung meron pa yung comment na to doon. Diyos ay pag-ibig. Pag-ibig kay Eric Santos ba yun? That moment I knew God already answered my prayer even when the result weren't revealed yet. Even before I saw the passing list, He gave me peace. Yes, totoo po. He gave me assurance and He gave me His love. And then the result came out, and yes, God never fails. He answered my prayer. He put me back on His path. He reminded me of my purpose, that even though the pain, He was writing something greater. At hindi pa man natatapos ang school year, may tumawag na sa akin mula sa ating school. Kailangan daw nila ng substitute teacher for kinder. Yes, sumabak agad ang auntie mo sa kinder. From being secondary education major in English, nawindang talaga ang auntie mo, te. Pero hindi doon nagtapos ang journey ko. Now, I'm happily teaching for 2 years and now a grade 3 advisor. And yes, I even enrolled in master's program in special education, not just to add extra letter for my name, but gain knowledge that help me provide quality and inclusive education for my children. Since may mga hawak ako na may mga cases of autism and ADHD, and may naging hawak na rin, so I decided na kailangan kong matuto on how they handle. And one of the biggest realization in this journey is this: in business, you aim to produce high quality product release. In teaching, you do the same. Only this time, the product is a well-formed, knowledgeable child. But both are investment. Both are legacies. Sabi nga sa Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future."